Professor Toaster. There's Prof Toaster. Charl.
And I'm Ramen, aka Russ.
I was
Oh,
gonna say.
test that shit out right now.
Uh, Let me turn up my volume.
which is
Oh,
fun. Oh, there we go. So apparently my voice was not playing. This is fun. So that was great.
it's like a whole
It's like
section
a
of intro.
whole section of intro that you won't be able to hear me and just hear the boys. This would be great.
That would have been a funny
Um,
podcast.
yeah, that would have been fucking amazing. But yeah, so those are all our socials right there. We'll get it cleaned up, but we're getting Nightbot a test. But just basically, right down below, too, in the little black box with all the descriptions of everything, all of our links to our YouTube, our Twitter, and our Instagram are all right there as well. Twitter and Instagram are What Do You Mean C3, and on YouTube, it's the official What Do You Mean Cast over there on YouTube. All of our episodes are up. All 4 episodes so far are all up on the YouTube. Go give them a watch if you've missed out on anything there. As always, to start out the show, boys, what have you been doing this week? What?
Forgot to also mention, if you don't feel like typing those in and you're feeling lazy, you can go down a little lower and click the links in the description.
They're right there. It's so good.
Damn, and they all
It's so
work.
nice. No, they do all work because I got the right links. Unlike Twitter 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Unlike my Twitter link I posted 2 weeks ago with everything. So, yeah.
And get the spell check.
I know. But back to it, guys. What'd you guys do this week? What was your gaming like this week? What'd you guys play? Any interesting stories to tell?
I mean, I was playing Hades this week, right? I got all the way up to Hades, and I was like, oh, this boss fight's not that bad, and I beat his first phase, not knowing there was a second one. So I lost that, and I was pretty upset about that.
I was pretty upset.
I'm gonna be really honest, and I was like on a pretty good roll too. I had Artemis, was it Athena's buffs? When we get the shields, the deflection.
Oh, the
ones.
deflect shields? Yeah.
I need those deflect shields, and I was killing it until then I got killed. So hopefully I'm a couple runs away from actually getting and beating Hades. Because I hear that there's still more to the story after that, I guess.
Yeah, from what I hear, once you beat Hades, like once you get your first escape run done, the game really opens up. Because I still haven't done that. I haven't got my first escape either. Because much like you, when I fought Hades the first time, I was like, okay, this first part's not easy.
As hell,
not hard.
Like last boss was harder because it's the duo.
Oh, the bull and Theocles, whatever his name is. Fuck that dude. That fight is so hard. That fight is so bullshit.
So I did that, and then I did do my Pokemon stream run, which obviously didn't last very long because I lost my first rival fight. I didn't even make it to the first gym of the game. So
I know you were trying to get your randomizer right for that.
yeah, I did get it right after a couple of tries, and then I have a new one already started. I picked my Pokemon, and that one's a randomized Raichu. And this time I did not randomize the Pokemon typing because, as fun as that was 1000% what got me killed on the previous one. Because I was like, they had a Raikou, the legendary dog.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't an electric type. I guess that it must have been like a psychic type Pokemon. I was like, I'm not have anything against this, so.
Oh yeah, because you had like randomized types going too.
I had randomized typing too on accident. Russ was like, "You should turn it on." I was like, "No." I was like, "Never played Pokemon Platinum before, so I'm just not gonna do it." And I accidentally had turned it on anyways.
Oof.
So that was its own mess. So I'll start maybe another one either later today or sometime this week.
Awesome, Russ. I know you've been playing through a game series this week.
I have. I've been playing through the Tomb Raider reboot series.
Are you done with it at this point?
No. So I played through the first and the second game, and I just started the third one. Yeah, those games are pretty great. And then I watched that horrendous movie after that, and then
Didn't you like watch the movie right after you beat the first game? And you're like, this
I
movie's
beat the
trash.
first game, and then I was like, oh, let's watch the movie. And then I was like, this movie's fucking trash.
Have you played them? Have you played any of them, Josh?
I've played the reboot like twice through because I really like the
like
reboot.
the same length as like an Uncharted game?
Yeah, but
They're very Uncharted.
they're very Uncharted.
Yeah.
Rise and Shadow, though, from what I hear, are kind of like pseudo open world, and there's a lot of side shit to do in those. Like a lot,
Oh,
like
that's
Rise
cool.
especially. There's a lot of side shit to do.
Yeah, I mean they carry a bunch of that into Shadow and just expand upon it. Which
Okay,
is
so they
kinda
at least
tight.
like improve on the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, like each game is just like, oh, you like what you did in the first game or the last game? You'll still be doing that shit, but hey, here's some more shit.
Have you been enjoying the story throughout it all?
I have actually. The first game was kind of like I kind of was expecting shit to happen, and then it happened. But I mean, it's an action, so they kind of
Is
have.
it like always? Is it like one overall like story, or is it like how Uncharted does it that it's like a new treasure or whatever in this game?
It's like a new treasure each game.
Okay, so it's like a brand new thing in every single game, and
But
then
like
the
they're all
shit.
connected story-wise.
I say, but much like
Oh.
Uncharted, there's threads that run through each game.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
reoccurring characters and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And characters who may or may not be married or may not be divorced by the fourth installment.
Hey, spoilers, dog.
I mean,
The game's been out for
maybe.
a hot
I don't
minute.
know.
Maybe it's still out.
It's true.
I mean, I've never played Uncharted, so I don't know.
I have all of them. I love Uncharted.
Yeah, if you like, yeah, that should be your next playthrough
Like it
series. Russ,
focuses
is
less
Uncharted.
on the
Skip one. Just skip one.
social relationship status than Uncharted, from what I'm
Oh
hearing.
yeah.
Wait, what?
I said it focuses less on the relationship status of characters from what I've played so far than Uncharted.
Oh, yeah, because there's the whole like, I guess you would call it a love triangle between Drake and two like the main females.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Laura's not interested in any kind of genitalia.
She's only interested in treasure.
Let me get that Archeo.
Raiding them tombs.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I've died a lot, even playing on easy mode in the first two games. Mostly due to gravity. I fall
Yes.
a lot.
Your number one enemy, the true end boss of any game, gravity.
Freaking gravity, bro. And one thing, like, I'll give it credit to the game because, I mean, hey, shit looking good, but, like, at the same time, I hate it, is when I can't tell when something is part of the cutscene or not, and then I die from it.
Oh, all the cutscenes are like in engine, aren't they? So like you get like it just weaves
Yeah,
in and
like
out, yeah.
Rise
Dodge the
and
bullet, he's like, "That's a cutscene."
Shadow. I've died so many times, either from thinking, "Oh, okay, we're still doing cutscene things," and then it's like, "No, you got shot in the face."
Nah, you got tricked.
Or like, oh yeah, because I know they like to drop quick time events like right after like a cutscene has ended, but you can't tell, and they just drop like a QTE.
Damn, do you have to
those are like-
rewatch the whole cutscene again?
No.
Ooh.
If you lose that, you just start from.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
you start
God.
from when the cutscene ended. Yeah, because that's how the like reboot did it. Yeah.
And the QTEs are kind of like onesie twosies. There's not a lot of them. I'd say the one you're gonna see the most if you get the skill for it is the dodge counter. But even then, it's just down to your timing for the dodge.
Nice.
In the third one, she kind of like picks up some Arkham Batman shit and
Ooh.
starts stringing bitches up in trees. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
That's
Um,
kind of so. I've looked into a bit of Shadows. Like I own Shadows, just haven't got around to playing it or anything yet.
In case you don't know, it's the free PlayStation
I was gonna ask,
Plus
isn't it
game
that the free game
this
we got
month,
this month?
you know?
Yeah, it is.
I
think
already
had all
I
of
had
them
bought
now.
it last year though, so
Yeah, same. I've had it for like a year.
I bought them all on sale for like $20.
Is Shadows a little bit more stealth oriented?
Shadows has a lot more stealth mechanics in it than
Is it like instant, like you lose once you're seen kind of stealth, or is it just like an incentive?
in some instances, yes.
No, I hate instant
Like
stealth.
I don't remember if you heard me playing in the party earlier this week, but like I'd be like, oh, okay, we did it, cutscene time, and then it'd be like a cutscene, but it'd be me getting shot in the face by a machine gun, and I'd be like, oh.
Oh, so you got spotted in stealth. So it's okay. So you got spotted in
Yeah.
stealth. Oh, okay. Okay.
There's stuff like that. The game's just really. I didn't know Rise had a co-op mode where you're both literally just trying to survive.
Oh, like a survival?
Yeah, like
That's
you get
cool.
resources and shit and all that.
How many people can that be played with?
I haven't even touched it.
I don't know. I know. I will admit you playing that series had made me want to like replay through the reboot, play Rise fully through finally, because I basically got to the point where you could do because I was telling you about it, Russ, the Baba Yaga DLC, and I did that, and then I just never played Rise
really
anymore.
early.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
That game gets tight, man.
Yeah, I've heard but I've heard good things about Shadows too. So
and Shadows is just really good.
Cool.
Like I didn't realize I was even doing a DLC thing. I just thought it was a side quest, and so I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go do it." And then I found out later on that it was a DLC quest that I had actually done.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I think that's really good. The quest line kind of integration, how it flows. But mind you, I have done like zero research on any of these games. I'm kind of just going in and playing them.
That's a good way to go into it, though. Like you're just like, I'm going to purely enjoy this based on my just initial impressions. No one's told me anything. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how I've been playing through the whole little trilogy. It's been pretty freaking tight, I'll be honest.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I've been enjoying it.
That's good shit.
Like the stories aren't like you could beat them in a day or two. They're not super long, but like at the same time, they don't feel like they need to be. They're like the perfect amount of length, kind of thing.
So it's like about a 15 to 20 hour game.
Yeah, if you're exploring, about 15 to 20.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like push story. It's like
that's a nice little weekend jaunt.
Yeah, I think if you just push story, maybe 10.
Yeah, because you could like beat an Uncharted game in a day. I mean, if you only push story and you don't like run around collecting stuff.
I remember beating, like when I was just like trying to replay through the series, I beat Uncharted 1 in like an afternoon.
Yeah, and I always tell people, it's like, honestly, like you can skip one. Like the gameplay.
But that sets up so much stuff. No, the gameplay doesn't hold up. No, gunplay in 1 is trash.
Terrible. Like just honestly,
it's
like
bad. Just watch a recap.
If you want to get into it, just like see if you can find a recap video on the events that happened in 1, and then just go from there.
What about them trophies, bro?
Get them. Go for it if you're a trophy main.
Yeah.
How am I gonna level up my PlayStation level?
I mean, that is a thing now, which is great.
What about you, Josh?
For me this week, much like Russell, I have ventured into the single player fun times. You rage quit several times doing gunplay, Danny? Yeah, no, gunplay in 1 is trash. In Uncharted 1, super trash.
It's not very good.
Super bad.
It's substantially better than all the other ones. It's only an improvement overall, but
yeah. I also, much like Russ, went down the single player path this week. Outside of like, we played a bunch of Risk of Rain earlier in the week. All three of us, all of us finally got every character unlocked. We've started to try to start doing on Monsoon. Oh no, you still don't have Rex. You still don't have Rex.
I still have.
Oh, that's an easy fix. I mean,
we just got to just play Rob the Robot so you can hold on to 2 things.
Yeah,
play Stack Up.
Stack Up.
Stack Up. But we played a lot of that early in the week, and then I started playing a game that I had started and stopped about 4 or 5 times just because I got distracted by other games, and that's Control.
And, you were playing that this week.
Yeah, I've sunk about 10 to 12 hours into Control so far. Damn.
Does that have a lot of side stuff in it?
Yes, actually, funny enough, that's actually something I wanted to kind of bring up. I'm surprised by the amount of side quests and the amount of like, there's basically have some like, they have like bounties you can do as well that just get you more resources, because there's like a level up, there's like a skill tree system, a level up system, and kind of like a pseudo crafting system, if you will, within the game.
Cool. I did not know that. I own that game on PC. I haven't even fired it up yet. Yeah, it's because of the Alan Wake thing. But.
And Russ played it a little bit, so we can attest to like the pseudo crafting system and the bounty system and all that. Yeah. But the atmosphere in that game is really, really good. And I know we've talked about this like off cast and everything like that, but if you're a fan of the Alan Wake games, that's the same universe.
Yes.
I even found the document, like literally one of the last things I did when I stopped playing the other day was I found the document referencing Alan Wake. It's like writer Alan Wake, all his like stories are coming to life and everything like that.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I found the document.
The DLC deals with that entirely, like the lighthouse and all of that. Like it deals.
I can't
with
wait to get to that.
thing.
I can't wait to get to that. But I have really enjoyed playing it. The gunplay, tad floaty at times. I know Russ has talked about it. Gunplay's a little floaty. But
you can float around too, right?
I haven't gotten that power yet. Yet.
I just remember I could see you.
I have started. I have realized the game is set up in a way for you to utilize everything. They don't want you just to focus on gunplay. They don't want you just to focus on this. Like
yeah, you get like powers, right?
Yeah, just the throw power, like grabbing an object and throwing it at somebody, is how I kill a majority of people. Like I'm barely using my gun.
They really want you to use the environment to help you fight most of these enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it gives off like a whole Fringe kind of vibe, right? Like the whole vibe of the whole thing is like the TV show Fringe.
Yeah, it gives that vibe, an SCP vibe. I'm getting like Elder God vibes a little bit from it. Like I'm getting some Eldritch vibes, but that could just be me. But it's definitely alternate dimensions, SCP, especially with the objects of power type thing they have going on. Like they're containing like there's like a fucking rubber ducky that they're like think is an object of power that you can just find sitting there. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
And then there's like another game, Quantum Break or something like that.
Same team. Same team.
Too. Is that in the same universe?
I think so. I can't confirm, but it's the same team that made Alan Wake and Control did Quantum Break.
I think my big question is
if you want to look that up, because I don't know if that's the same universe. Quantum Break was that they had like a they were gonna do like a TV show with it, weren't they? Or like a live action something with it, and it just fell through.
And it didn't do well.
Yeah, it did not do well.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
The game, like Quantum Break, has the same kind of gameplay, except it's more like with time dilation and time travel.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's Remedy.
And I think my issue with Control is my same issue with a lot of games. I need to progress the story because I have not done enough story to get hooked yet.
I get that. I reached a point in it now where I was like, okay, I get what we're doing. I reached like a big like oh shit point, essentially.
Okay.
Russ,
this is the climax.
So Russ, since you've played a little bit, one of Jessie's driving factors is her brother.
Yeah.
We know where he is. I know where he is now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's my big thing. Like, not to get too spoilery, but I now know where he is at the point of the story I'm in. So.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. Sounds like we all kind of did some fun stuff. Charl kept on with the roguelikes. We all did like single player stuff a lot this week, it seems like, which is fun. Charl, also
got Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk. Speaking of Star Wars, I wanted to talk to you about this before we jump into the topic for the day. I heard you re-downloaded XCOM and modded the shit out of it again.
I did, and I actually got it working. That was a headache and a half. Like, to put it into perspective, like, so I love Star Wars. I'm a massive Star Wars fan. Like, my background on my computer is even Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I tested it out the other day, and honestly, I might stream me playing that. I have fully modded out XCOM. So some of the stuff is still like XCOM. Like, I can't change everything, but I mean, the enemies are no longer Advent soldiers. They're gonna, like, in cutscenes they're referred to as Advent soldiers, but they're all like Empire stuff. They added in even new things like what is the smaller version of the ATST? Like one that's like just like a guy sitting on top of it. It's like a smaller version of it.
Oh, I don't know.
That's added in there and everything. I even have like a Jedi class that can be a thing. Like people can become a Jedi on my team. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. All the weapons like are blasters. I mean, the Empire uses only blasters.
I was about to say,
I still have to use.
I don't know much about that mod, but is like, do you have like, can you still do like a Republic Trooper class and like things like that? Can you make classes like that, or is it more Force, like Jedi versus Empire Force battle thing, like where you have like a Jedi adept or stuff like that? Is it more that?
So I haven't unlocked the Jedis yet, and I think that's because that's tied more to the psychokinesis part of the game. So you have to progress a little bit into XCOM to get to that. but I have a mod currently that lets me select which class that I want my characters to be. And it's not anything like super crazy, like because like I said, I have like I think I can fire it up, not the game, but I can fire up my mod list. I think I have something like 60 something mods, if even. I think it might have more like 70 mods currently in the game. But it does everything from like it adds new classes. As of right now, I have 66 mods on it. Oh,
Jesus.
shit, order 66. That's fucking wild.
Execute it.
I didn't even plan that.
Execute it.
But
fucking execute
so I mean, there's even like voice files and stuff. But you can have like, let's say I can dress somebody as a Republic trooper. Like that is an option, just to change their clothes, and I can like make them dual. Like one of the classes is called the Kimbo. So you can just dual wield pistols, and I can make them blasters. I can essentially make the roster from freaking Star Wars television show.
From Rebels or Clone Wars?
Clone Wars. I can do that. I mean,
Nice.
stuff like that. And then they have like some of the Star Wars languages in it, like because like I said, it's 66 mods working in together. That's why it was a headache to get working because some of them were just not playing nice initially.
Do you have to set
I
a
got
certain
that.
load order?
Huh?
Do you have to set a certain load order on them?
I had to download like I couldn't because it's all the mods are downloaded through the workshop, which I love Steam Workshop. It's just so easy to mod games. But I had to download like a third-party mod launcher to do it because some mods need like the Jedi one, for example. I needed to have like I needed 3 other mods just to run that. So the mod launcher like helps me like, oh, so you need this mod just to get this to work. But I mean, I played some of it, mostly just to test it, because I do plan on. Oh, the sun's coming up. Let's see how to adjust my camera.
There you go.
But,
oh damn, you done?
Oh, now it's dark.
There you go, right there. Yeah,
That's better.
I'm gonna see my kitchen, but
it's beautiful.
yeah. I mean, I plan on doing a playthrough of that. I think that'd be pretty funny, just for all of that stuff, like Jedi's, and they even have Sith as Empire things to fight against too. Like that's an enemy spawn type. So I might just do that. Yeah, I'm just make the XCOM squad members my friends. Some weapons don't have a translation, like the early sniper rifles. I don't have blaster versions of yet. You have to research that. But I mean, it's just standard sniper rifles. But once you get blasters, everyone else basically gets blasters pretty early on.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because I know you were working on that this week.
Got it. Yeah, that was way too big of a project. I have to play it. I have to play it now just to justify all the work I did to make it work.
I remember you complaining about that this week, trying to get it all.
I deleted
situated.
XCOM. That's how frustrated I got with it. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
Damn.
I was so frustrated.
That's awesome. Shit. So we're going to jump right into kind of the topic for the day. We just found we got a bunch of questions we kind of want to like just talk about and everything, just kind of a general discussion, kind of like just kind of come down from everything. It's been the rough like beginning weeks of 2021, just kind of like some fun general gaming questions.
Wild already,
dude. It's been so wild.
17 days into it.
It's so wild. So we're just gonna have a nice little fun discussion. Feel free in the chat to chime in with your answers for everything. We found a bunch of questions we were discussing before we went live. We have like a little meeting. We were discussing a bunch of questions. We replaced even some that we had with some better questions, which was fun because we kind of answered them last week.
Yeah, we like changed the questions.
When we were talking about our origin stories. Yeah, exactly. But start off kind of an easy softball question for everyone. Favorite, like greatest game of all time in your mind? For me, Final Fantasy VIII. We've talked about this many times, at least as a friend group. It's my number one game. I'll talk about it till day's end. I think the junction system is one of the greatest things in the world. The story is fucking phenomenal with time dilation and like fucking just time travel. If you don't know about that, plus
I didn't even know that game had time travel.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
That's pretty wild.
I haven't played enough to know.
Russ is like it's a triple triad machine. That's all it is.
I just play triple triad in that game. That's all I do.
Yeah, but that's mine. Like
game.
we'll breeze past that one. That one's a pretty easy one for me. Russ, your favorite game of all time?
I'm gonna go with Halo 4.
Oh,
isn't that? I thought that was like the not good one.
Halo 4. Well, that's
Halo
what
5 is the not.
Oh, that's the one we don't.
At least story wise.
Yeah, 4 has a good balance of multiplayer and story.
I say 4 because it wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, that's true.
because 3 is basically where it's supposed to end.
I thought
Yeah.
it leaves off at a cliffhanger of Master Chief, like, doesn't it leave off at, like, a cliffhanger for Master Chief ending up on, like, another? I thought it was a Covenant
Yeah.
planet, but
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
3. Yeah.
damn, E.T. the extraterrestrial, that's fucking wild. Somebody in chat.
K like this who said that.
Those are
Damn.
still in landfills to this day. I see
Yeah.
posts about people
Horizon.
finding
Your
them.
first 2 choices are good.
That
Your
last
second
one's-
choice
I never
is
finished Horizon.
blah.
And Ghost is good. Don't get me wrong. It's just not.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm excited. The new one comes out this year. Too.
Forbidden West is later in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later.
Yeah,
in
it's
the year.
later. It's not like in the first half, right? I think it's
It's
the
later
second
in the
half of
year.
I think it's
Later
later
in the
enough,
year.
yeah.
Charl, what would be your favorite game of all time?
See, that one's a tough one for me. So, I guess it has to be like something that I've beaten all the way through, and I'm a massive Uncharted fan. We talked about it earlier too.
You can say the series as a whole.
I guess the Uncharted series, or I think the
Nah,
other
don't make
series
it
would be the
easier.
Kingdom Hearts series because I've put
There
way
it
too many
is.
hours.
I knew it would be Kingdom Hearts. Like it has to for you, dude.
I put way too much hours into it. I actually understand the story of Kingdom Hearts. That shows how much hours I put into it. It makes
Jesus.
sense to me.
Yeah.
That
the fact you
shows
do.
how much time I put into it. It makes sense to me.
Danny says P5 or Witcher 3. Yeah.
I'm not even surprised at any of those.
No, I'm not surprised at
I'm
either
not
of those
either.
answers, Danny.
You know
That's
that news,
fine.
the sky is blue.
Blue.
Speaking
Definitely that.
speaking of P5, they've released a bunch of stuff for Strikers. You guys need to watch that sometime. Strikers looks hella
That's the Moose Out
looks
game,
hella.
right?
Dude,
Yeah,
it looks like a
Moose Out
mixture of like
game.
platforming and Moose Out. It's a different take on a Moose Out game. It's still a Moose Out game, but it looks like a different take. Like I've watched some of the latest
Yeah.
gameplay to come out for it.
I haven't
Yes.
seen.
PlayStation, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's
yeah, I
literally
haven't
comes
seen-
out into February.
Is it online? Now I'm super curious. Now I need to look this up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if it's called. I hope it's
Yeah.
co-op online because I'll play with fucking everyone. It's gonna be great.
Is isn't like the newer, like the Zelda one is online, isn't it?
Yeah, me and Russ could play together in the Zelda one. Yeah,
Oh, really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
we could, 100%. I've been playing Pirate
No,
Warriors.
there's no co-op in it. It is a
Ah,
single
boo.
player game.
That's fine. But I've been playing like Pirate Warriors. I've been playing that with Brandon. We've been playing Pirate Warriors together, doing all like little treasure hunter.
No, that's
The One Piece game.
That's not the fighting game.
No, that's
That's
Burning
Burning
Blood.
Blood.
That's Burning Blood.
Yo, I actually want to get Burning Blood. Is that
Burning Blood 3. Yeah, its sale's still going until the 19th, so it might be on sale. You have to look. Second question to kind of jump in again, chat. Feel free to answer these. These are fun. What's a game that you thought you would like and you wanted to like, but you actually ended up just fucking hating? Charl, you can start with this one.
game that I thought I'd like, but I ended up not liking? That Marvel Adventures game that came out. It's either that or Anthem.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Anthem is a fun game, but there's no content. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is now. I haven't played the game in years, but that game, I wanted to love that game, so I beat that game. I wanted to love that game so hard, and I just can't.
I get it.
I was like, the flying is super cool, but there was like no content.
there was no
That game
incentive.
was-
There was no
Like, there's
incentive.
nothing after the story.
It's like like Marvel Adventures. There's no incentive to keep playing
Yeah.
the game once you beat the main story.
Yeah.
I just can't. I beat it. I don't even think I beat it because I liked it. I think I beat it just because.
I mean, we were having fun. I know all three of us were having a shit ton of fun with it. Even Nick. We were playing with Nick.
Any shitty game can be fun. Any shitty game can be fun with friends.
It's true. Yeah, that's
I mean,
very true.
Fortnite is the best example for us.
Uh,
Not the shitty game, but
for
I hate the fact that I'm good at it.
we'll leave Russ's for last because I can't wait for the discussion for that. For mine I was torn between two games, but I'm gonna go with the one I actually paid for.
Oh no! You
Oh,
spent
no.
hard money on it.
Wait, list them both. List them both.
Okay, so the one I didn't pay for that I won in a competition because I was watching a Twitch streamer.
Oh,
stream
wait.
it,
I know this one.
I know which game this is.
and that's Jump
Why
Force.
didn't you like it though?
is Jump Force. It's so jank. Like Bandai Namco literally threw together like try this arena fighting game. It's not as good as the Ninja Storm games, but here it's got all your favorite anime.
good.
They're like, here's
Now,
all
we
your
haven't
anime
played it
characters.
recently after they've
That's
done a
true.
bunch of updates.
That's true. But when
I
it
also
first
don't
came
care
out,
to.
yeah, because they're
I'm
still
looking up
getting
One Piece
character
Burning
drops.
Blood right now, so if I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, no, it's still
I'm
good.
trying to think
They're
of
still
stuff.
like they're still doing character
No,
drops.
it's-
They dropped like fucking Yurichi from Bleach, Giorno from JoJo's in it now. Like
Fucking
Yeah, I
Mirror
saw
Man
they keep
from
adding new
Hunter x Hunter.
characters.
yeah, they've dropped so many people, but I just don't care to. Like even like I know like now that I actually know like the One Piece characters that are in it, like it's Hancock, Luffy, and Blackbeard Teach
Oh, you
were
like
like
the
all
characters
playable
then.
characters. Like they
And
were base
Sanji.
game and
And
Sanji. They were
Zoro.
they were
And
all
Sanji,
base
yeah,
game
too.
characters. And like I didn't know any of them, but I thought they were fun to play. But like I couldn't get behind it. It's just so jank. The online was shit. The story was not very fun. I got what it was trying to go for. It tried to be Xenoverse, but not as good.
It tried really hard to be Xenoverse.
It tried to
I
be
never
Xenoverse.
played it. You guys had told me that it was not good, and that's why I didn't buy it.
Like again, like I wish it was like if it was more like Xenoverse, I would play the shit out of Jump Force because Xenoverse is great.
Sweet.
That game is definitely a good example of one of the games we could play together, and we'd all probably not have fun.
Yeah, Jump Force.
The
was
weird
like that.
thing is too is that they like do Ninja Storm. I mean, me and Russ played the My Hero Academia game, and that one's not even that great either.
It's not great, but we had fun.
I mean, we did.
Yeah,
but, like,
and
the
that's
game-
where
we returned
Like I
it.
said, any game can be fun when you play it with.
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
But and that's except for Jump Force. That's what Russ
Because I
said.
played Jump Force with Josh, and I was like,
And we were both just like, this is just not fun. Like
Order
we just.
1886.
Oh yeah, no, Order 1886. Yeah, I remember that. Funny story. Since Danny,
It's
I
basically
can
just a movie, right?
essentially, and that's what sucked about it because you wanted to have that fun gameplay. You wanted to have all that. It just wasn't there. Plus, the story's not even that fucking good.
Isn't it just?
It's like werewolves in like turn of the century London. Like it's
that's
not
okay.
even it's
The
not
concept
even that.
sounds
that sounds like a cool setting.
Yeah, and it's steampunky. Like all of it sounds cool. It's
Oh.
just executed fucking
Sounds
poorly.
really cool.
It's just
That proves you
executed
can fuck
so
up anything with
poorly.
cool concept,
It's
right?
executed so. Yeah, they didn't even finish it. Yeah, Danny's right. Like they left it. The ending's a cliffhanger that they
No,
were
just
gonna
said
come up
she
with
didn't
DLC.
finish it.
Oh, you didn't finish it? Well, they also didn't even finish the story. The ending's a
I think the game's only
cliffhanger.
like 4 hours long, isn't it?
Yeah, you could beat it in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's not long.
I never played it.
What about you, Russ?
Oh no,
Oh, wait,
but
no,
no.
Josh- wait, what
Like,
was your
second
other one?
half.
You had two,
Second
right?
half.
What was your
So
other one?
the game that I actually paid money for, that I just can't, and I have given multiple fucking chances, and I still can't. I even pulled Nick back into it at one point, and we still both can't. It's Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
I
You know what?
want
There's
I
another
want
game-
to like that game.
I told you.
I
fuckers,
want
from the
to, but
beta.
it's just so shit. They still
This
and they
game was
released
fucking
so many
fucking
fucking
like-
updates.
I mean, I only played it with Charl, the beta, and I was like, this game.
Yeah, that was.
I can't.
We didn't even have fun with that. We were confused most of the time.
we weren't
Ah.
confused most of the
Another
time.
game that I also want to put an honorable mention on that is the Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh, don't tell that to Nick.
I do actually like the game, but sometimes it's too much, and I get too confused at like where I can actually go to do missions. It's like I'm not having fun. I just want to fucking blow shit
Yeah.
up.
Danny, graphics were amazing on Order for like a launch PS4 game. It still holds up graphic wise, but everything else is just weak about it. It's so true. Now we move on to Russ. Russ, let's talk about your
I know what
game.
your answers, right?
Let's talk about your game, bud.
Yeah, so my choice for this question is gonna be Death Stranding, because that game sucks. I got tricked by
disagree. It's a great
Kojima's
game.
golden dick chili, and I gobbled that shit up, and I vomited. Man,
Say it like that. Why can't you just insult it like a normal person?
man,
I
that
disagree.
game be
I
bad
think-
like a normal bad game.
I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a really great game. I just think that people were expecting something completely different. I think people were expecting MGS, but with Norman Reedus.
I think like what Russ told me before we started. He said he was wide awake when he started playing that game.
Like, dude, I'd be
and 5
slurping
minutes
on
in,
coffee. I'm fucking wired. I'm ready to go. And probably like an hour or two in, I'm like, I'm not tired, but I think I'm gonna take a nap. I don't want to play this game.
I love
like
that
this
game.
is
I love that game. I mean, I like randomly picked it up the other day again. I still haven't beaten it. I still don't even know the ending to the game. I like randomly picked it up the other day just to play it a bit, and I was like,
I will
have no
admit,
problem getting back into it.
I will admit,
like,
it's
the
one of
game's
those games.
funny
I'm-
as fuck, but I just don't
Yeah.
do it.
I will admit it's one of those games I want to beat just to know the story because I heard it's interesting. But like I'm like the in between you two. Like I understand it's a unique game and I get the concept behind it.
No, I get why people
But
don't like
but
it.
I
totally do
cannot
get why
get,
people don't
myself
like
to play it. I can't.
Like, it's just
get
so
myself to
boring. I'm
play
like,
it.
is this what Amazon workers go through? Fuck,
it.
man.
It's Amazon delivery.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Let me get
I
out
mean,
of here.
I
I don't
guess-
want to work.
Yeah. I have no problem playing games like that. I mean, I really enjoy the game. I think the game's amazing. I mean, the storytelling is good. I think my favorite thing about the storytelling is that they don't explain certain things to you.
Post office.
because-
Shit.
Well, no, they don't explain certain things to you. I mean, you have to read all the dossiers and stuff, but like, they don't explain certain things to you because this isn't like a new thing for these people, right? So they don't explain like what the beach is and all that kind of stuff initially, because it's a normal thing in their world. Like, it's already been an established thing. So you as a viewer, yeah, you want to know stuff, but the characters, why would the characters talk about something that everyone knows?
So funny enough,
guess.
you know what another game that does shit like that
What?
starts using terms that you're like, I don't understand these terms. Control.
Oh,
It does.
start you Googling up these terms. So I don't know what this
It does. but
Control
it also-
100.
But like when it does that, you're strapped into the roller coaster. You're going. You know.
I do think Death Stranding's an amazing game. I do see why people don't like it. I'm
It
not
could
saying
be
that
one I
don't-
come back to later and end up liking, but as of my current history with the game, yeah, the game sucks.
I mean, I do see why people don't like it. I'm not gonna like bash on people for like not liking the game, but
Oh, no, I knew
know
you
it's
wouldn't.
kind of yeah, I mean, I know it's a very niche kind of game, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I think the game's fun. I mean, there's still stuff in there that I haven't unlocked. I think last I played, I finally unlocked you get like a grapple gun kind of thing, not to pull yourself, but like pull things to you. So it makes deliveries a little bit more convenient.
Last thing I was doing was building roads. Like I got to the second zone or
That's in
whatever.
Act 3.
Yeah, and I was
I
building
think,
roads.
Yeah, you start building roads in Act 3.
Yeah.
That's like when the game really opens up, though.
It
Like,
definitely was. I will give you that. It was definitely opening up, and I was like, okay, I get it. It turns into kind of like a resource gathering thing, almost like a survival game a little bit, as you're trying to build these things up and everything. So I was like, okay, I get this. This
wear
is
correct
fun.
shoes and stuff.
I don't know
like
what
that.
act I got to. I got far enough to get the fast travel thing unlocked with the
Still
umbrella
probably
or whatever.
act.
I think that's
2?
like. I think that's like right when you can start teleporting. Did you have to do a boss battle at one point? It would have been 2 boss battles at that
yeah,
point
2.
For Act.
Yeah. I've done a couple boss battles.
Okay, then yeah, it'd be Act 2.
I think
probably
technically, I'm not even in Act 3. I think because one of the acts is literally just a boss battle. It's just the one.
Yeah, when you
World
get to
War.
that docks or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's one boss battle, and there's another one not even that much later on, and then that one's essentially like its own chapter, is just that the cutscenes. So that one counts. So I think technically I'm in Act 5, if we can be super technical about it. But I mean, the game opens up in 3, and I totally see that like the entry point for that game is a little bit wild. Like it is wild because at one point I was like, damn, is this really the game? But after 3,
I wouldn't use wild. I'd say dull.
What did you say? Wild.
I'm like hijacking people's fucking trucks now.
That is kind of crazy. That sounds fun. So moving on to the next question. That was a fun little discussion. This one's really fun too because I like this. What is a very popular game that everyone seems to love that you just don't like?
Fucking Fortnite. I'm just gonna say it.
For you? Really?
I have a love-hate relationship with the game. I mean, I enjoy playing with my friends, but I'd never play Fortnite by myself or with random people. And like I've said multiple times, I'm not happy that I'm good at the game. I'm like actually not bad at the game, and it irritates me. I just can't do the building thing. The building thing's too much for me. If they took the building out of the game, yeah, fuck, man. If they took the building out of the game,
so little in that game that I forget that there's building in that game.
Yep, same.
exactly. Every time someone's building, I'm like, I'm gonna lose. Like,
I'm done.
There's a
Let me
whole
hide
new
behind
level.
this tree.
What's yours, Russ?
I'm gonna go with Hunt Showdown.
Whew. I can feel.
Okay.
I can.
I've
I,
seen more people start playing the game more recently.
yeah, it's got a lot of good
Um,
updates. I've been like tempted to jump back into it, but like, I want my boys with me.
Like Josh knows my main complaint with the game. Like I don't
Yeah.
mind losing my shit if I die, like my equipment and guns and shit. I don't mind that. I mean, we played that other game, Vigil or Vigor. I don't know.
Vigor.
Yeah.
Vigor. Yeah, I don't
Vigor.
mind losing my shit if I
Tarkov
die.
Light.
But, like, I don't want to lose my freaking character, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that. I get it.
Like that's the part that peeves the
Yeah,
fuck
because
out of
once you like level up just enough is when you start losing your characters. So
Yeah.
people are all
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you-
man, I get it. It's supposed to inspire some kind of, play a little careful and all this other shit. Like, I'll still do that, but fuck, leave my character alone.
I get that. I
I
definitely
hate
get
that so much.
That's a fun game though. I mean, if none of you have heard of Hunt Showdown, look it up. It's a really cool take on like a BR/PvPvE type thing. It's really cool. I enjoy it. I'm glad that it's getting like updates and support. And more people are starting to realize how cool that game is.
Isn't it cross-platform for consoles to PCs?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I might get back into it. Man.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting it on PC to have a little bit better performance. I've been thinking about it.
Well, I was thinking about getting it on PC so I could shoot better.
Yeah, no, same too. For me,
What about you, Joe?
For me, it's basically 2 games. It's not the genre as a whole, just 2 games. It's the 2 most popular games in the genre, though. League of Legends and Dota. I fucking hate those games.
What?
Not a
We
fan.
were just talking last week on how you can play League of Legends with us. Right?
Yeah,
No, I mean I'll play with friends. I'm not gonna enjoy myself.
Road to Platinum, bro.
I'm not gonna enjoy myself.
But you play Smite. You've played
Smite again. It's not MOBAs. MOBAs are fine.
specifically League and Dota.
It's League and Dota. Like I played
mean,
Smite. Smite is
that's
great.
terrible.
I like Smite. We played that PlayStation like Genesis. We played that for a while and had decently fun with it. Like I was cool with that.
I don't even think it's around anymore.
Yeah,
It's still around.
it's still around. Like
Oh,
MOBAs themselves are not the issue. It's just those 2.
why?
Like, I play.
I can see why Dota. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna like attempt to do that.
Is it
Dota
because of the toxicity or what?
I would say it's the fan base, honestly, a little bit, yeah.
community?
Plus, League, I did play a lot of. I have a good amount of time in League. I played a lot in college. It's just, I think it's because I don't really want to go back to it. I don't feel myself being drawn to it. Like, I dislike watching it even. I used to really like watching it, too. I dislike watching it, everything like that. Like, I'll go back and play HOTS before I go play League.
Is HOTS
HOTS?
still available? I'll totally play HOTS.
What's hot?
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm. It's like Blizzard's.
Oh, I did play a little bit of that.
Yeah.
HOTS is fun because you don't have to worry about items and stuff. It's
And I
just you
think-
managing your abilities.
Yes. Like, and I think why I like Smite is because it's a 3rd-person thing. It's really cool. It's like a unique take on everything. And I think that's why I dislike League and Dota because they're like the quintessential MOBAs with the item buying and everything. But it's a little bit too much to manage at times, and I don't want to learn meta or anything like that. HOTS is great because I could jump in, buy just get a couple skills, everything like that, and have a fun game. Because it's all about building your skills instead of an item
And
set.
that one's like a more of a team-based one. Like you
Yes.
can't like raffle stomp everything
Yeah.
in that one. League, like I was gonna I uninstalled League this week. I was gonna replay it, and then they're like, "Oh no, there's a new update, and there's like new super items." And I was like, "Nah, I'm lost."
Yeah, there's like mythic items now. Like it's something like
Mythic
that.
items.
Yeah.
They're, like you can only have one on
Wow.
your person. They're like substantially better than the rest. I was like, "Oh, I remember back in the day when I used to stack like 6 death cap."
Oh
I was like,
God.
that's the thing.
Fucking Death Cap and Void Scepter, I think it was. So you have your pin, your magic pin, run around with the VV and just one shot people. Shit. Or
Yeah,
Lux.
but I haven't played the game in so long that honestly I feel like
Yeah.
people would just hate my guts.
Oh,
when I play
exactly.
the game.
Meta
'Cause
changes so quickly.
Yeah.
I'm like a,
You
I
picked the wrong character. Get him out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
again. I think my hate of those goes back to the community
It's the
more than anything.
community. The community was friendlier.
Yeah.
Just like the Star Wars Battlefront PC community, I realized.
Oh,
that
right
was
now?
funny the other day.
Did you hear? Side note. Did you hear the servers like went down because there was a massive influx of people and they weren't prepared
Yeah,
for
there's-
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
wow.
like they couldn't handle all the people because Epic's giving it for free.
Yeah, it's free
And
on
the
Epic.
The only inconvenience to it is that you need to have your origin started up. You don't have to have it pulled up. It just has to be like started in the background of your PC, just so that it can just pull it from there when you start it up on Epic. But yeah, like I saw people because I was playing Galactic Conquest, I think is. What
Yeah,
it's
you were
called,
telling about
which
that
is
earlier this week. Yeah.
the tug of war
Yeah.
one, and man, people are so pissed. Like you guys don't know how to defend. You're all a bunch of newbies and stuff. And there's like a clear gap at like the people that have been playing it on PC since launch, and like the new people that are coming in. Because like the people that played at launch have like 104 kills a match,
Yeah.
and then like there's people like me that have like 26. Which I played it on PS4, but I mean it's a whole different thing.
And I like what you brought up. Like, and then again, continue on this little side note. I like what you brought up as well. When you were talking with about us, like you don't understand why this community is so upset whenever it just
Stop
brought
being
a
upset. Be
you
happy
just
you
brought
have
a
people in
brand
your
new
game.
influx of people to your game that you love. Why would you be upset when you're getting like this surge of a player base? Like, don't be upset. Like, be accepting and be like, "Yo, we'll teach you how to play." Like, why are you so uptight? Like,
It's not even like teaching people how to play. It just blew my mind. I was like, listen, I'm pretty sure Star Battlefront on PC is not hurting for the community or anything. But I was just like, listen, I was like, the fact that you have so many people joining that your servers can't even handle it should show that it's a good thing that you're having all these people play. And there
Yeah.
were just people that were just bitter ass bitches about it, being like, I can't handle all these new people. I was like, what does it matter? I was like, then just beat the shit out of them. Even if you lose the match, then you yourself do good. You don't always need to win.
Yeah.
Dude, these people have put hundreds of hours into the game. They have everything unlocked. So what's the point of complaining? It's not like you're not getting an unlock or something. You have everything unlocked.
No, I don't understand that.
And it's the
logic.
complete edition that they gave out for free. So you have all like the costumes and stuff. So
It's great. It is great. Next question on the list after that nice little tangent. What game didn't you basically went in going, I'm not gonna like this game, but ended up being like, yeah, no, this is tight. I like this. Russ?
For me, I'm gonna go ahead and say Battlefield 3.
Ooh.
Battlefield 4?
Battlefield 3.
3? That's still one of the modern ones,
That's the
right?
first modern one, right?
Yeah, the first modern one.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't played Battlefield before, and I was still riding my Halo high. So like the only first-person shooter I had played was really Halo until that point. And then I went into that and I'm like, okay, this is tight. And much like Battlefield 4, I mostly just sniped. And I mean,
I like that is fine though when you get a sniper kill.
Oh, it feels so good.
In the Battlefield games, hell yeah. No, they feel real good.
Dude, any game, just getting that snipe kill in PvP, just
that does feel pretty good.
Because it's not easy.
No, it's not. You're definitely
moving
right.
targets are hard.
Yeah. Charl, what about yours?
The game.
If you don't have one, I can go for mine.
I guess no. I'm gonna be honest. Hades.
Really?
Right. So I wasn't 100% sure if I was gonna be on board with it, right? Because I like roguelike. Well, this is before my super roguelike kick.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, like I know a lot of people, and sometimes when people hype up games, like I said, I had never heard of this game, and people were like, Hades should have won a bunch of things. Like, dude, I've never heard of this game. Like, is it really a majority of the game industry that feels this way, or is it like a small majority of people that are just like a vocal minority? Sorry.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey, this game needs to win it because of this. And then I started playing it, and honestly, I like the story, I like the characters, I love the art. So.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that game. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, but here I am, still trying to beat Hades. So
there you go. So for me, this will be fun, especially with Charles' comments on the last one. For me, the game I expected to go in hating and actually have a lot of fun playing when we do play it is Fortnite.
God damn it, Fortnite!
Because I really enjoyed, because of what it's become. Like, I really enjoyed the Save the Planet thing. I played the Save the Planet thing in beta when it was coming up, and I was like, this is cool. If this is what this game is, this is sick. They came out with the BR when I was still new to BR.
I remember trying to convince you to play that shit. You're like, I'm not going to play it.
Yep. I was like, I don't want to play if I play Fortnite. Because BR came out and it blew up, and it took away from what I loved.
And then we even got Nick in there.
Yeah, it took away from what I wanted the game to be.
Back when it wasn't a BR.
Yeah.
Way back.
No, this was back at like the beginning of the BR. Like back
it was like it was a BR, but like it was still kind of starting off. It was like maybe season 2 or some shit.
Yeah, it was season 2 or something like that. And I didn't want to play it. I was like, I don't want to play it. Like, this has become the thing that's known for now. I liked the save the world thing.
BRs. I don't want to go in
there.
this
is before this is like this is like when we were first dipping our toes into like Blackout and things like that. So when the BR started to really kind of build and everything like that. And I was not down with it. Plus, again, the community is another drawing factor whenever you see a bunch of kids and stuff. Yeah. And it was just like, I don't want to be associated with that. But once I got to playing and I had some fun with friends, I was like, this is actually really fun. I did solos for a while. I actually we're doing like solo quests. Like I remember one day me and Russ didn't even care about fucking winning. We just went in and did like quests we wanted to do. We just constantly dropped to get the quests done. And it's just, and
then somehow we just be in like top 5 or top.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just straight up win. It was just weird.
Yeah, we just find ourselves in these positions, and like I did not expect to like walk out of that going, let's play another game. Like I did not expect to like log in for the day and be like, Russ, you want to get more quests done? I did not expect that out of Fortnite. So that was
on Fortnite.
Yeah. Now, am I good at the game?
No.
He
was like crack. He was like, yo, Fortnite, bro?
I was there for a while.
Like, bro,
I was like, Fortnite.
I just signed in.
It's so good. Yeah, I was like, Russ, get in here.
Fortnite, bro.
It was great. It was great. Next one, game you've dropped the most hours in.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. Shit. For me, it's WoW. I've been playing WoW since Classic, since Vanilla, and yeah, it's WoW. I've put so much damn time into that game. I've probably put thousands of hours over all the expansions and everything. It's 100% WoW. So close second is Final Fantasy 14, but only because it's not been out near as long as WoW.
I don't know. I think most hours in something.
Say Disgaea. Say it.
Oh, it's
It'll
this
most
guy.
likely be like this Gaia 2. Or most likely like maybe Total War.
Yeah, I think
Even
Total
though Shogun has, I think, more, but it's only because it's multiplayer. But they're coming out with like a brand new free-to-play battles Warhammer thing for Total War soon. So
That's gonna be sick.
that like uses the same kind of map functionality that they did for Shogun. So like you put your unit down and then you can play like 5v5.
That's actually kind of good, kind of sick.
Yeah, and you don't get like massive armies. I think you get like your lord, and then you get like maybe like 2 or 3 groups.
Nice.
So it's a super small scale thing for you personally. But yeah, I'd
Cool.
say it like that. It's either those 2 games. I mean, before the podcast started, I was pretty hyped about the fact that Warhammer dropped a new update on one of their mods. So
There you go. There you go. Russ, game you put the most time into?
For me, it's either Final Fantasy 14 or Monster Hunter World.
All right.
Because I can't. I mean, I can, but I don't have my subscription for 14 is not active right now, so I can't.
You can't log it into /playtime.
So I'm not sure which one I have more hours in.
There you go.
But I have played a metric shit ton of both of those games.
I know you and me played a fuck ton of Final Fantasy together.
So much 14.
Yeah, we've played.
Like, part of me
we've
wants to go back because they have added shit since I stopped playing.
Yeah, I want to go get all
Apparently
the.
a lot of shit, but
Yeah, there's new story. I think the last part of the raid's out. So,
damn, have we even beaten like whatever the second?
yeah,
part
we
is?
we got all the way out too, because I remember that's the fight with one girl, and Darkness Girl comes in and like saves her. Towards the end, yeah, we've done that.
I forgot about.
No, we did that raid. Second part of the Nier raid's out too. So
I already did that one.
you've done the second part? I haven't done the second part.
Yeah, I think I played it with you were in the PlayStation part, but you weren't playing. That was the one where I was like, I keep dying and I have no idea.
That sounds like most of your Alliance raid experience is like, I'm just here.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, well, in the first one, I'd know why I died. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't dodge that thing, whatever. I could see the attack.
Yeah.
I just didn't have movement, whatever. Or I wasn't in the right spot. And this one's like, I'd be in a group of like 5 or 6 people, and we'd all just.
Like, I have no idea.
Everyone's just as confused as be like, what even the hell hit us? Like,
It's wonderful.
I was out of the zone thing. What's going on?
It's amazing.
I mean, I never played it repeatedly to figure out like all the mechanics and shit, but it was a cool thing. I mean, especially for me because I'm a Nier Automata fan, but
Oh yeah.
like raid wise,
they
it was cool.
discovered like a cheat code for that game recently.
They found out the final like secret for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a box I needed unlocked or something?
No, it's like apparently like
Or is it another indie?
you can like instantly beat the game after beating the first boss.
Yeah, it's like something where you beat the game instantly, really early on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, after the first boss. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to do it, or I mean, I've never played the game.
That's a game. That's a game I need to get through all the endings on. Because
I mean,
That's why
getting
they
all
have
the
that-
endings is tough, but getting like the actual like, oh, you've beaten the game. You can now do chapter selection. That's basically what the goal I was going through when I was playing it. Because then you've basically beaten the game.
all right, I need to. That's something I need to go back to. That's something I need. That's something I definitely need to do.
Oh, that's right.
This next question is just a fun one in general. I like it. Video game character you want to marry?
If you
Man.
had to marry any video game character,
Yeah. Who would it be? Who would it be?
Charl, you want to go first?
You sound so ready for this.
I mean, I know who I'd pick.
Who'd you
Who
pick?
is it? Come on.
I'd pick Chloe from Uncharted.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I don't know who that is.
Chloe's a
like
great
the-
choice.
Why Chloe?
She's the main chick from the Lost Legacy,
She's the dark hair woman that's like
Yeah.
one of the 2 females that
and
are into Drake.
yep,
And I mean,
outside of Elena.
Yeah, I mean, but we all know how that goes. So
Yep.
But
Chloe's a good choice. Russ?
I think Chloe.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Tifa Lockhart.
Especially after playing
That's
Remake, I
definitely-
can see that.
Especially after playing Remake.
Thing I've ever heard in my life.
I get it. I mean, most people are like that. Danny says Sojiro, Big Daddy from P5. Curry Man, Coffee Extraordinaire.
I mean,
he's a pretty
you're in the old
jank ass
league, yeah.
guardian. He's not like fucking
From
P4.
P4.
Dojima.
Dojima's a good dad as well, though. I like Dojima.
I say
Dojima
Tifa
is a
does
good
pretty
dad.
He is a good dad.
She doesn't really need anybody, and I mean, obviously in Remake, that emotional support you gotta
Yeah.
give it. And I mean, she's a business owner. She knows how to make that money.
She knows how to make damn money.
She's not dumb.
She's
And
definitely
she
not.
could pretty much clap them cheeks. So I mean, I don't really.
I mean,
She's
yeah,
the full
it's
package,
it's
bro.
Tifa.
She's the full
yeah.
package.
I like it. I like it. For me, Charl won't know who this is because God forbid he actually play anywhere near like into this game. But Ceres from Witcher 3. She's the Charles like nope, don't know. There it is.
Is that the first witch you get a fuck?
No, that's Kira.
Oh,
That's Kira.
that shows. I have like I think
Yeah, that's why I knew. I was like, I know you have no
copy.
idea who this character
I got a
is.
PS4 copy of the game, and I got a PC copy of the game. I still haven't even. I just can't. I know
But
it's a long game.
she's,
That beginning section of the game sucks so much.
She's basically the ruler, one of the two rulers you can choose for Skellige, and I chose her
What's
every
her
time.
name?
Ceres on crate.
I didn't spell Ceres right, but let me just do this.
Witcher 3 Ceres.
Yeah,
No, that's exactly what I did. It'll get fixed.
yeah,
There it
but
is.
she's like basically like a warrior leader. She comes from Skellige.
I spelled it wrong because I got a guy named Peter to pop up. So
Love
That's
this.
Josh's crush. Who wants to marry Peter?
Yeah,
it's
Peter's
fine.
a great guy.
It's
Peter's
not
a great guy.
important enough for me to really look at.
But no, it's
I'll
Ceres.
look for it.
She's great. She's a strong woman. She's a warrior. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants. She rules fucking Skellige. It's my favorite area in the game too.
And looks like Viking people.
It is. Skellige is just a bunch of Viking people. It's great.
So shocked.
Yeah.
So get shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, guys. I'm so sorry.
Shocked.
Shit. Next question we got here, which is another fun one. What video game world would you want to live in? I'm pretty sure, like most, like my answer is pretty basic.
We're not going for the last game you played part.
No, not the last game you played part. Just any game you want to live in. Russell, do you really want to live in like where Shadow is taking place?
Isn't it just our world except it's
basically our world? I'm already here, baby.
That's true.
That's, so
That's
boring.
true. That is boring.
I
Mine's
think
a
majority of us say Pokemon, right?
yeah. I'm saying Pokemon, 100%.
That must be fucking great. Nobody has a real job in that fucking world.
Yeah, no, like
Safest, most
Ash's dad has been gone forever, getting all the cigarettes
Hey,
and
he's
milk.
gonna be in the next movie. Chill out.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the next movie, bro. He's coming back.
I mean, his
Finally,
Ash's,
20 years of spoiled milk and cigarettes, bro.
He was getting milk and cigarettes.
Ash's mom's gonna be so pissed she can't sleep around anymore with all the new professors.
Damn, it was just Oak.
Your mom's alone? Here, go out and fill this Pokedex up.
Hey, all right.
You researched on all these Pokemon that already have entries in my Pokedex. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bro. That's the one thing that never made sense to me. It's like, hey, I need you to look out. I was like, dude, you already have seen it. You already have a Pokedex entry in for it.
Nah. Do it yourself, kid.
You have to
I'm
unlock
gonna go
the
say hey to your
Pokedex
mom.
entry.
Because I unlocked the Pokedex entry.
So this next one we changed, and I like what we chose. So, in your opinion, greatest video game villain and what makes them great? This could be a whole topic to itself. If we want to turn this into like a bigger discussion later on, we can, because we could have a massive discussion on this.
It's a hard question.
For me personally, it was a hard choice, but I think I narrowed it down to just like one person. Yeah, Danny said it. Danny got it. It's Handsome Jack. Such a well-written villain, has a incredible the motivation, and it was a villain so good it made the third game shit. because no villain
Oh
can.
yeah, because of the Calypso
The
twins,
villain,
right?
like the villains were just so
Weren't they
weak
like
comparatively.
Twitch streamers or some
They
shit?
Pseudo-
were,
yeah, they were,
Like,
yeah.
they were like internet personalities,
Yeah,
basically.
that's how strong of a villain
Influencers.
Jack was.
Yeah.
That's how strong of a villain he was. And even the first DLC of Borderlands 3 was bringing him back in some way.
I liked the Calypso twins. I thought they were good villains because you genuinely hate them both. You're like, I just really want you to end. I think it's a
Yeah,
good
but
sound
again,
villain.
like, spoilers for the fucking game, their motivation is shit. Ooh, I'm mad at daddy. Like, that's all it is. No spoilers, Russ. It's just fine. Because you haven't played the game. Are you going to play the game?
I don't know. You guys keep telling me it's shit, and that I should.
It's a fun, like, if you like if you liked Borderlands, play 3. Like, it's just more of the same. With some fun new Vault Hunters.
I'm
But
gonna go look at my video game collection.
Charles like, go check this out.
I mean, it's a hard one.
It is. And like I said, if we need to like have a bigger discussion about this, like that's fine. But like Jack's just too good in my opinion. Jack is just absolutely one of the best written villains I've ever come across. Motivation, like he spanned across like 2.5, like I think they made like 2.5 technically, or maybe 3 games like where he is like a central part in the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, and the Telltale game. He is all a massive part of all 3 of those games, and he's just he's so good, so good. Russell, thoughts, comments?
I mean, he is a good villain. I guess I'd maybe put him in my top 10. Just because I mean, like, for me, I feel like the top guy's got to be someone that genuinely makes me hate them.
Who genuinely makes him? Who's that?
Writers would, like, get you to that point. Like, they're so well written, like, that either they genuinely make you hate them, or they're so fucking cool that you don't want to hate them, but you just do.
Who would that be for you?
And it's kind of a tie between 2 for me.
Okay.
First one shouldn't be a surprise to you, Josh. Sephiroth.
Yep.
Yeah. He's just so cool, man.
I'd actually lean more to that now because of how they've written him in the remake.
Bro. And Arden from 15.
Ooh, Arden is a great one because goddamn, like he's like that.
So cool,
he's such a cool motherfucker, and you're just like, fuck you.
He
Like,
flipped the fucking script, and I was like, I really hate this guy.
yeah,
I really
that's a
hate
good.
this
Arden's
guy.
a great villain too. Arden is a good villain.
Like, I was like, this guy's pretty tight. I like him. And then it's like, boom. All right, I hate this dude.
Charl, what about you?
I don't really know if this person counts as like the villain. I mean, they're technically the villain. They're gonna be like in the group of villains in the next series. So at first I was like thinking about the second sister from Jedi Fallen Order, because she's like a villain, because she's like your main like person that you always go up against.
Yeah.
But she's like well written, right? I mean, she's written in Star Wars fashion, so good guy is not bad guy.
Yeah.
But Lushu, maybe from Kingdom Hearts, or as everyone knows him as Zigbar. They got die patched.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's like,
he's like.
if you beat Kingdom Hearts 3, you know that he's like actually like the real main villain behind the whole original.
Everything.
I'm trying to remember what that section of Kingdom Hearts is called. It has a name.
Is it the 365/2 or whatever it is?
No, I mean like that, like the like first chunk of Kingdom Hearts games, like 1, 2, 3, and all the spin-off ones. It's actually like it has like a name in the Kingdom Hearts universe. I forget what it's called, but you find out that he's like the real villain. But you only figured that out like literally at the very end cutscene.
Yeah, it's like the last cutscene. Yeah.
Yeah, when you learned that he's like, because every time you saw him like in anything else, he's like, oh, I've always wanted a Keyblade, blah blah blah. But then he's like, you realize that the Keyblade that Xehanort was using was actually Lushu's, aka Zigbar, and he's apparently just been like changing his form, because if you, what is it? I'm trying to remember what the mobile Kingdom Hearts game is called. There's like a movie you can.
Frost, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, they have like a movie now that you watch in one of the Kingdom Hearts
Yeah.
games about it, and you learn that because at the very end cutscene, a handful of them reappear, even though they're supposed to be dead, and then they're like, oh, and it like sets it up for it. But you learn that he's like a villain, and I was like, that dude's kind of douchey for all the kind of shit that he did, all the complicated game shit that I had to deal with just because of him. So that's a pretty douchey move.
Yeah, that's a cool little twist on that one. That really is.
Yeah, so I think he's a pretty good villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's like the world's best villain, but he's
Well,
an asshole
yeah,
for
yeah, it's
making
your
me having to
opinion.
play
You
like
don't-
6
yeah.
or 7 Kingdom Hearts games, so
Yeah. Shit. This is another fun one that we were having a fun discussion with before. What game do you love but you're just absolutely fucking terrible at?
Call of Duty.
That's true.
I'm not good at that game.
We're all trash.
Shut up,
I
Joe.
like.
Um,
I'm so bad at
Russell, the only reason you have a lot of stuff is
I'm
because
trash drops 50 kills and fucking gets
Oh,
10 deaths.
Yeah,
or
Josh
whatever.
is
Shut
like,
up.
yeah. Josh is over here being like he's trash, but this dude like racks up like
trash.
50 kills a match.
Russell can't say he's
You
trash.
make my
Russell got
friend sweat.
Russell got Damascus in Modern Warfare. He can't say he's
Hey.
trash.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
He also got
mean,
Obsidian
you know-
melee weapons.
I'm not good.
I don't even have a
just,
single
I'm just
gold weapon yet.
persistent. I'm just dedicated. I'm not good. I just grind camos.
Grind camos.
For me,
Like I told Nick, is like,
Oh.
because he was like, "Oh, what's the kind of what makes that game fun to you?" He asked me that one time, and I was like, "Dude, I'll be straight up. Like when Charl and Josh are trying to play whatever the fucking objective it is, every game is team deathmatch to me. I'm only there to camo grind.
I was gonna
I don't-
say.
I don't play the game to win. I'm there to fucking. I'm trying to get dark matter. Old
You have a
Spirit.
checklist. You are going down that
I'm
checklist.
going down the checklist.
Yeah. I can see that's a draw. I definitely see that. I definitely see where that's a draw. I can see that. For me, mine's a genre of games.
Oh.
Bet you can't guess what it is.
Oh, can we do genres?
I
Wait,
am
no.
because there's no one game in there that I like can pinpoint. But for me, and you guys will agree with this, because
Okay.
I always have fun with them, and then I just like, no, fuck this. It's fighting games.
Yeah, I got Josh to quit fighters.
Dude, I also got him to.
I love playing them. Like, I'll buy most fighting games that come out, and I'll have a fun time with them.
Bro,
But there
I
comes a
put
point in
wall
time.
with- he was considering the Switch version, and he was like,
boy.
"Yo, let me show Danny what this looks like." He's like, "Russ, come play the Switch version with me, the demo."
Fighters? Why would you just re-get fighters, dude? You have it on PS4. You don't even
'Cause-
play that
'cause-
fucking one.
No, I
Josh
don't.
was like, "Yeah, I don't want to play this anymore."
No, I don't want to play fighters. I won't play
And
it.
it's a good fighting game too.
I'm not taking.
I mean,
that's
it's
the thing. I'm
definitely
not taking
better
away
now
from the fact
than
that it's
it
a
was
great.
back when we played.
And Grand Blue too. Don't forget Grand Blue.
Grand
You
Blue.
got Grand Blue. I haven't seen him touch that game either.
None of us have touched Grand Blue in forever.
Yeah, but you stopped playing Grand Blue before me and.
You picked up Grand Blue way after me and Russ did. Me and Russ been playing Grand Blue for like 2 weeks before you picked that game up.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Josh had already stopped by then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
I
it?
got-
Injustice. I remember you guys played Injustice 2, I think, for like a weekend, and then I was told about this. I re-downloaded it and nobody played it.
Yeah, no.
I made Josh hate it just.
Because Russ.
Starfire, right?
Oh yeah, no.
It's in
Starfire
the
and
corner
yeah,
of Starfire.
yeah. All he would do is just zone out because he's a pussy.
I know,
what
'cause
they do.
I know, because I beat him when he was doing that.
I hate
was
it.
like, fucking
I just get
He
frustrated.
outzoned me.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, the
Well,
only thing.
that's her whole
Super-
shtick.
Supergirl.
Yeah, I just hate it. I hate it.
But I
'Cause
mean,
I'm not gonna
like,
take the
most
time
other
to-
role games,
to
There's
learn.
gonna be
MK.
some broken characters, bro.
MK. he has to play
Supergirl's
the new
broken in
MK.
Injustice 2. Supergirl hella broken in Injustice 2.
She's just Scorpion. She's literally just Scorpion from MK.
Teleport. That's
Damn.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. But no, that's mine. Literally, just fighting games in general. I love playing them and they're super fun, but there's always a time where I'm just like, I'm terrible at this, I hate this, and I leave.
You know, we should probably.
I
play some
have-
fighters.
I have no shame.
Just
I have
re-download fighters.
no shame in admitting that I rage quit fighting games.
Download fighters.
Zero shame.
Download fighters, Josh.
Download fighters.
Yeah, no, you guys can go eat massive wiener.
We could do the co-op shit. Come on, man.
I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, we actually can. There's a co-op game
Yeah.
where each of us get one character
Yeah.
and we have to beat one boss.
I'm good.
I would love to see Josh
Come
being put in
on.
the arena with the boss, though. I'm a
Come
purple
on,
swap him
Josh.
out.
Come on,
I'm good.
man. Just give it.
No.
It's like Fortnite. You think you're not.
Like Fortnite.
No, it's not.
Come on, man.
It's
Yeah.
nothing
It's-
like
it's
Fortnite.
totally
I don't get.
different from
I don't have
Fortnite.
my friends literally trolling me because haha funny and I want to win in Fortnite.
Yeah, I do win it.
Yeah, Russ is just like yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have that in Fortnite.
But I mean, like
what's-
most of with fighting games, like is just time put in.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
And you always quit before you get to that.
Yeah, you quit.
I put in a lot of time, and I put more time into Grand Blue than I thought I would. I was getting really good at Lydia.
You did. I was proud of you.
I was
for
getting
that.
really
I was like,
good at
Josh is
Lydia.
gonna get this game.
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
never got to
stop
play
after
against
like
Josh.
2 days.
I only had Russell to spank in that game.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's only because I kept trying to get supers.
This dude was like obsessed with trying to get supers, and here I am like pulling off supers.
Dude,
from
I
left
would
and
throw
right.
entire matches just because I wanted to get the super.
I remember you were having. I remember when we played Grand Blue, the quarter circle was a rough thing for you.
Dude, that quarter.
Quarter circle moves to his weakness, and here I am in the meantime, like doing double quarter circle ultimate like
Dude.
breaker kills.
Judging by
nice-
who Charl likes to play, but Charl played Lance a lot.
He did. He did.
Yeah,
play Lance.
He's
yeah.
the one that jumped around and everything.
Yeah,
right?
the fast fucking
Yeah,
ice
it's
boy.
almost
Of
fun.
course
The
you
dual
played
swords
Lance a
and
lot.
shit.
Yeah,
you
that
played
guy's so
Yeah,
much
that
fun.
guy.
Of course you played Lance a lot.
I love playing those characters that you can like change their movement right at the. It's either that or characters that have like unnecessary amount of counter moves, like Jiren in Fighter. I even managed to beat Jiren using Jiren with Russell. There was like that whole night. I was like, I'm gonna win at least one match with Jiren.
I'm gonna get
Well,
one.
Dude, you were really trying. Even the chat was against you. They're like, "You're trash."
I was like, I know Jiren's trash.
I remember that. I was watching that stream at work. I remember watching that. There was one guy that would not get off Charles' dick about how he was using.
You were pissed about Charl fleeing Jiren and me being Videl.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, too, like my other two characters I was beating Russ with, but the second Jiren came out, the whole match would be over for me. I threw a whole
Dude, the
match.
second you got my anchor 21 out, it was over for you.
God, dude.
Yeah, 'cause I would
Yeah,
Jiren,
but then Charles would whip out 16 and make Russell cry.
That was before that, okay?
I remember.
And then
I love
I was
listening
like,
to
I
the.
don't know how to
love
counter
listening
this
to that.
fucking move. I don't understand.
I would just love
And then-
listening
this
to
day, I think I still beat
everything.
Russell with 16. That's like
Like,
my favorite.
I know
thing
how
do.
to avoid it now, but
I mean,
like,
we can re-download today and see if you really do know how to
I
avoid
still have it installed. But yeah, Josh, install it.
No, I'm not. I will gladly listen to Charles just fucking give you hugs all day with 16 and just listen to you just rage so hard.
Stupid trash can,
So
man.
funny.
It's so funny.
Um,
I loved listening to that.
yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, you should download it, Josh.
Yeah,
we can
no,
do
I'm
raid
good.
mode.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Come on, man.
He ain't gonna download it.
Why?
All right, what's the next one?
Last question for the day. This is really easy, and if you want, we can also do this as well. You ever called out sick to play games, and if so, what was the one that you remember?
I've never called out sick for a game.
Boo!
It's true.
what a
when I
boost.
saw that question, I was like, man, I'm the lamest answer. I've never
Yeah,
I've never called
you're
out sick
boozy.
for-
Mine was high school, and it was the 100% Assassin's Creed 2 on Xbox.
Damn, that's impressive.
But-
I
and
can't
did.
think of a
Josh calls out sick all the time. This motherfucker never goes to work.
Yeah, he lives on sick or whatever.
just because I have PTO now instead of sick days, I can actually instead of like calling in sick, just because I use PTO doesn't mean make it much
And
different.
you never run out of PTO.
It's because dude,
Man,
ever since work from home, like my PTO just goes
man
way up
generates
because
PTO at a faster rate than he
it's
can
just
spend it.
It's just so like I took off like literally half December because I needed to burn PTO.
Damn.
No, recently I took time off for PS5 release. I took time
I'm
off.
so shocked. This motherfucker really did though.
Yeah.
And then he came into our work chat and rubbed it in everyone's face.
Oh yeah.
Took
but-
a week off. I got a PS5. Let's go.
Yeah. I took time off for
I was
that.
like, dude, there's not enough PS5 games out yet for me to justify taking all
the
time.
well, I have PTO. I was getting paid for it, so like if I wasn't getting paid, no, of course I would have taken the time off. But it's PTO. I may have taken like one day. May have had to take like one like call in sick day. But
This motherfucker here, but that's
my worst offense of it was when I was in college. There would be a lot of times, especially during the height of like the Modern Warfare, Call of Duty phase, and everything like that. I just want to sit and play with my buddies, and I'd call into work, like I call into like my fucking shitty fast food job, and just be like, I'm sick, bleh, and just play games. There's one day I disappeared for 2 weeks just to play games. I still kept the job. Still kept the job.
Damn.
It's wild.
Yep. I was a Pizza Hut delivery driver.
I've never done it. I've never called out.
Yep. I was a shit kid. I was a shit young.
I've been tempted to do it, but I've never done it.
Yeah. But no, that was I remember literally for 2 weeks I kept making excuses just so I could like play JRPGs. I was playing Tales of Vesperia, and I just wanted to be. I did not want to pull myself away from it. So for like 2 straight weeks,
I think they used a PTO day for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I do remember guilting my dad into buying me Total War Shogun 2, though. That's like the closest thing I have to that. I guilted my dad into that in high school. That's like the closest I have to that.
That's fun.
I was like, Dad, I want this, and he's like, your mom doesn't want me to buy you this game because your grades are shit. I'm like, but buy it for me.
But get it.
You said you would.
Do it.
You said you loved me.
Yeah, I shit you not. I like did it before I went to school one day.
That's amazing.
I was like, you said you buy it for me. And he did. Good dad. My dad's a great dad. I mean, I think he got in trouble with my mom because I don't think he was supposed to do it, but I mean...
He did. It's fine. It happens. It happens.
All right, it's fine.
Cool.
I didn't get in trouble with her. I didn't even know I was in trouble.
I didn't even know. Well, that'll do it for the questions for the day. Chat, if you guys got any questions for us, feel free to ask anything like that. But that's going to wrap it up for the day. Nice little quick, fun times. Next week, same time, same place, all that jazz. Boys, what do you got going on today / tonight while chat asks questions and everything like that?
Keep an eye out for random streams throughout the week, possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, either on our own personal channels or
here.
I think there might be a way for us to like. We'll see. I think I might have figured out a way to like.
Everybody
stream
from here
when we're done with the stream, but
keep an eye out. We're gonna like we had our Risk of Rain stream after the last weekend. We did our raft stream a couple weeks ago. Like we throw random game streams up here, but also make sure
a group stream like every Sunday.
Yeah, and make sure to make sure to go follow Prof Toaster and RamenCipher at their respective Twitch accounts as well.
Yep.
I know Charl and Russ both stream at least 1 or 2 times a week, just doing something random, be it on PlayStation, computer, or whatever. Russ is mainly a PlayStation streamer. Charl will sometimes stream his computer games as well. So just tune into both of them.
Watch me losing Pokemon then for sure.
Yeah, if you tuned in, what was it, Friday? You can watch Charl get his cheeks clapped in randomizer platinum.
Yeah, I was playing, for those who don't know, it's like a special challenge in Pokemon games called a Nuzlocke challenge, where, you're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you see on the route after you've acquired Pokeballs. And if it faints, you just don't get a Pokemon. But I added an extra layer to the difficulty by every single Pokemon in the game is completely randomized, and all their abilities are randomized, and all of their moves are randomized. So that means, I think right now, my starter Pokemon is a Raichu that I picked that knows, like, Aurora Beam or something like that. Like, it's a weird Raichu. Yeah, it's Aurora Blast, yeah, because it's a recharge one.
That's an ice move.
Huh?
That's an ice move.
It's an ice move on my Raichu. Yeah, my Raichu knows an ice move. Because it doesn't have to be a move the Pokemon can normally learn, so my Raichu has that. And then, I mean, I think my one playthrough, my first one that I did had the Scizor on it. And that one was a good run, and then I realized I fucked up on the randomizer, so goodbye to that Scizor. That was a great start for me.
It was a good start.
It all went downhill.
Everything went downhill from there.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot. All right, well, just,
If your Pokemon faint, you can't ever use it again, so you can lose very quickly. And with a randomizer, it's risky business.
Yeah, like, isn't it a Nuzlocke too? If like the Pokemon you're using faints, like you got to release it, like it's dead.
Yeah, you put it in your box and you you just have a death box, and you have to nickname every Pokemon. So I think there was a point in my stream that I kept like because I had a save state and I had to keep reloading it because I kept forgetting to
name everything.
Yeah, so it was a fun challenge. I lost, I was playing Pokemon Platinum. I lost literally the first rival battle, which I think is technically not even an hour into the game, but I was trying to catch Pokemon and everything. But yeah, I fucking lost that. I lost that challenge quick.
It was a fun stream to watch though. It's very.
It was shocking. I think the first one, when Josh saw my first battle with my rival, I was like, oh, he has a Ditto, no problem, and it
used Outrage.
It used Outrage. I was like, what?
The Ditto doesn't only just know Mimic.
Transform. I was like,
Transform,
what the fuck is going on? Then I remembered that everything in the game is random, so I mean, you can have a fucking Ditto that knows Outrage.
Yeah, it was wild. It was a good watch. I definitely had a fun time. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Again, follow us at Twitter at What Do You Mean C3, Instagram at the same thing, YouTube at the official What Do You Mean Cast. Give the channel a follow here. Again, make sure to follow Prof Toaster on Twitch and twitch.tv/RamenCipher as well to watch them go live. I stream here, so if you see this channel go live, not on Sundays at noon, It's me or just all of us streaming. Someone streaming here. It's going to be a fun time. But until next week, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys then.